What's going on, guys? The one, the only Water Cool Fool. Today we're going to be talking about some CES stuff that I did, my experiences, going to show you some pictures, and finally, Shadow Play can now record desktop and have your camera so you can see me and everything like that. I literally just got up not too long ago. Um, we walked 22 miles in a period of 4 days, so exercise for the win. So let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully you guys can see everything. Um, this should be recording at 4K, but let's go to this guy right here. And let me make this a little bit bigger. And this right here is Patrick Norton. He is the inspiration of why I started to getting into computers. He was on Screensavers, I believe. Excuse me, on Tech TV, and then it moved to G4, and it kind of went to crap. Then he also was the host of like HD Nation. He was on Techzilla. Now he's on Tech Thing, and also Hack 5. So go ahead and check him out. Really smart dude. Pretty darn awesome guy, in my opinion. Alright, next up, let me go ahead and close this. We are going to go ahead, and I met Ken. I met Sebastian Peak and Alan Molentavano from PC Perspective. Alan used to be in the Navy as well. He was on a submarine, and told some stories after they did their PC per podcast, and I said, hey, you know who SCG3 was, and you're talking about sub stories, and he's like, yeah. I was like, that was me that you were talking to, so he's kind of surprised. Alright, so let's go on to the next person I met while I was at CES. I met Ryan Trout and Sebastian Peak, so pretty cool guy to talk to, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. Next up, we're going to have, everybody knows this guy, Fractal Josh. This guy is tall. He has to be at least 6'3", 6'5". Definitely a tall dude, but really, really cool dude. Talked to him for a bit. Looking to work with him maybe later on. So let's see how we'll see how that goes. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of why you guys are watching this. So I'm gonna go through some pictures and some stuff, and let's see. This one really caught my eye. This is the BB8 or BB08 that you guys have seen probably, where you can control on your phone via Bluetooth. And this is a new product that these guys are coming out. It's basically a wristband, so if you go side to side with your hand, or left or right, pretty much he's gonna go that way. And I think that's pretty cool. They're actually located here in Boulder, which is pretty awesome. Alright, let's go. Let's see what else we had. Okay, so this right here is a game. I forgot to get the whole thing, but this is a game where you more or less can control a robot, and you'll verse other people, and depending on the armor that you have, which is right here, it can change the characteristics of your robot and what it will do in battle and everything. So that was pretty cool in my opinion. This is some of the goodies at CES. You had a whole bunch, and then I actually took the picture right as someone was about to take it, which is pretty awesome. A cupcake on the top right hand corner. Didn't even realize that. Alright, so we went to the LG keynote, and I'm going to go ahead and expand these pictures. And some key things about their TV. It's only 2.57 millimeters thick, which is about maybe 3 or 4 credit cards stacked. It's freaking thin. It's pretty darn awesome. I'm sure it's going to have a price tag as well. This is the 98-inch 8K monitor. This is approved by NASA as well. And you have Amazon and a couple other companies like Disney. They're going to be using this kind of technology to kind of represent what colors that they want the viewer to see and what they wanted to use and everything. So really, really awesome. Okay, let's see what else we got going on her. Went to the Gigabyte booth. They're actually closing. So I took a picture of this. This is going to be their super overclock. And this is going to be for Skylake. And as you can tell, you're going to have metal brackets for better rigidity when you have those big graphics cards, water coolers, so whatever you want. And of course you're going to have the standard, power switch, reset switch. This also looks like you might be able to add some voltage to it. Again, they were closing when my friend and I got there. So this is me holding a cupcake saying, oh yeah, I'm here at CES. So let's go ahead and close that out. Let's see what else we have going on. We went to the OCZ booth. So let me see here. So they have some products with the NVMe. And then of course we have some SSDs that we saw. We have the Treon 150. And then this guy right here is the cream crop right here. This is going to be the Revo Drive 400. And then here it is right here. If you guys would like some more details, some of the pictures didn't come out that well because of the flash and then because of the acrylic, so it came back right at me to bite me in the butt. And then we have a Tryon 100 solid state drive. And these guys actually got bought out by Toshiba back in 2011. I thought they didn't exist anymore, but I remember using OCZ RAM on my X58 board, and those ran great. So this great company, great bunch of guys to talk to. And then we went to the NVIDIA booth. They're more focused on car technology, so I'm not sure if a lot of people would be interested in that. But it's showing how they improved on their technology, recognition, real time. So it was pretty cool in my opinion. So yeah, so we're going to get to the EVGA, which I believe it's going to start, I got to figure out where. I think it starts right here. Alright, this is the EVGA case. This actually was posted on Facebook by Hardware Canucks, and I'm sure a lot of people have been covering it, but I asked some questions about it. So basically, this is an all-in-one water cooling loop. This all-in-one cooling loop includes quick disconnect, so you can disconnect your graphics cards on the fly without it leaking. So I believe they're going to be using EK water blocks from my understanding. Also, they're going to be using Azatec radiators and Azatec pumps, and this is what I got, the information that I got from Jacob. So you'll have 4 graphics cards here with quick disconnects. I also asked them if they thought about using quick disconnects for, like, if someone wanted to cool their chipset on their EVGA board, if they wanted to, especially with the X79 motherboards and X99 motherboards. I know if you want to do some overclocking with socket 2011, it'd be kind of good to do that, do the chipset water cooling. This case supports a 360 rad in the front. It is driver bayless, so there is no 5 1/4, 3 1/4 bays. It just has fans right here. So you could put probably a 360 radiator here, maybe a 280, 360 radiator in the back. This also right here pops open where the power supply is. You can route your cables. I even said, oh, you could put some a radiator there, but you might have to cut some metal here and adjust some wiring. And I also talked to Jacob talking about, yeah, I got 1.5 gigahertz, and he's like, that's pretty rare, and if you're able to hit 1.5, like 350 gigahertz, you got even a rarer card. So let's go all here. EVGA is going to be releasing new not graphics cards, but laptops. This has a UEFI BIOS in here. You can adjust everything as you normally would on your standard motherboard for your desktop, which is pretty awesome. So overclocking your RAM, overclocking your CPU is going to be supported. Pretty awesome. This is going to be a new product by EVGA here. It's going to be Skylake, the Z170K classified, if anybody's interested in going to the Skylake architecture. Okay, we're going to have the GeForce GTX 980 VR edition. Essentially what they did, if you could look right here, they put the DVI output right here so it can go to the front of your case instead of running more wires in the back. And I believe I have a better picture of that for you guys. So here you go. A little bit better picture of how it It's connected, so it's exactly the same 980 Ti. The only difference is that they ran an HDMI connector right here, and I believe I have the hardware here for your mounting. Okay, and this is a little bit more pictures of the HTC Vive that they have. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit out of here, and let's check out, let me find when Asus booth right here. So this is going to be the Z170 series motherboard. Looks pretty sweet. We also have a camo one. This looks sick. This would look great if you're going for an all white and kind of gray build, in my opinion. This is going to be the Tough Series Z170 for Skylake. Looks, as I said before, pretty badass in my opinion. Okay, here we go. We got some more stuff by Asus Met JJ here. This is going to be their new panel right here that they're coming out with. Also, they have a new desktop, and I'm trying to figure out why I can't make this bigger for some reason. Let me do Alt-Enter. Well, that doesn't do anything. Sorry about that. But this is a new gaming desktop that they're going to have here. And then this right here was a badass setup, the 980 Strix, and you can kind of see how the card kind of protrudes. So more than likely they might be using a PCI Express extender for that to get that kind of angle that they're looking for. But this definitely looks pretty sweet. Love the cable management. Love the acrylic tubing that they use. It looks pretty sick. And this is going to be the Asus mouse that you can take apart and swap your switches. Kind of shows the inner workings of everything, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And this right here, this is kind of like the 10 years of Asus, and this was an expander that went onto the existing motherboard if you wanted more PCI Express slots for overclocking. This right here is the OC panel by Asus. This was, again, 10 years ago. They came out with this for all the major overclockers who wanted more customability to be able to overclock, add more voltage, so on and so forth. Really cool. So I think I got a couple pictures of that. This is Asus watches. They look pretty sweet. So you have a couple of different bands that they come with. And then also they have different pictures on each watch. They're also coming out with the Asus ZenBook Pro, which is pretty thin. It's pretty cool in my opinion. Alright, this right here is going to be the gaming laptop. I believe this came out sometime last year. And essentially what this is a all-in-one water cooling loop for your laptop. Pretty much you're going to slide your laptop into this guy right here, and it'll automatically hook up the loop, and it'll start running water cooling through it, so you can overclock your CPU and your GPU when you come home from work from doing all that stuff, I guess. Excuse me. So looks pretty cool. I bet this is probably at least $3 to $5 grand just for having this adapter here, because this is radiator, fans, all that stuff inside there, so I'm sure that's pretty high. Price, this is probably going to be, yeah, the ROG GX 700. So, alright, this is a new laptop, and for some reason my camera, well, of course it's at 4K, so I'm blowing up pictures that are probably a little lower resolution, so when you blow it up at 4K it looks like crap. So I'm sorry about that, but this is a new laptop coming out right here. It's going to be the ROG G7 52VL, and they're going to have the BT. And here's some kind of the connections. They're going to have 3.0. They're going to have probably Thunderbolt coming out of here. So if anybody's interested, go ahead and check that out. Okay, this right here is kind of like a expandable box. MSI did have something similar to this where you're able to hook up your graphics card and then hook it up to your laptop, so you have a better graphics card inside your basically running as one. This right here actually allows you to run better memory or more memory and a better graphics card. So we had this little inky dinky laptop right here, and this had 32 gigs of RAM running a AMD graphics card, and here's one of the mouses that they're using. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and escape out of here. So, okay, if you guys are some car nuts out there, I got you covered. We got the Ford GT40 with the 5 or 600 horsepower twin turbo. And then right here we have a concept car by Mercedes. Looks pretty cool in my opinion, but to each of their own. Alright, so I went over that already. So let me go ahead and escape. Let me see. Intel. So I'm going to play a little clip. I got to fast forward it because I don't want to get a copyright infringement crap. So let me go ahead and blow this up. Okay, so that was a little quick clip of the Intel show. Again, really quick. Don't want to get copyright infringement. Also here they were talking about smart connecting devices, and pretty much they came out with a $10 chip that's going to allow to sense any computer, or I wouldn't say computer, but like a drone, have more sense of what's going around it and won't hit it, so you can have a tracking drone following you and sensing objects around the area so you won't get hit by the drone or anything, which is pretty cool. They're actually going to be here, or they're going to be supporting the X Games here in Aspen, Colorado. I would like to go to that, but Aspen is pretty darn expensive in general. So we'll see about that. I got to see what days they are. So let me see. So here they're talking about the technology right here. And this is where they did a quick scan of his face of the CEO of Intel in Fallout 4. So here we go. So this is going to be 3D. They actually showed some technology where you don't need a green screen for gaming, because you see a lot of gamers in their pictures like on the left hand corner or the right hand, depending on where they want their camera to be, and you see the game right behind them without a green screen, which is pretty awesome. So, and this right here is ESPN. They're talking about how they're doing a partnership for the X Games coming up. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. I believe that is it for all the pictures I had. I thought I had more, but I guess I was wrong. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. And I guess I'll go ahead and show you these little guys right here. We went to the Razer booth. They're showing off their new laptops, and pretty interesting stuff. So if you guys are interested, check out Razer with their portable laptops coming out. And then this right here was the HTC Vive, and this is going to be a competitor to the Oculus Rift. The Oculus Rift is on pre-order, but it's already sold out, and it's going roughly for $600. Basically for this, you're going to need your own room for it, or you're going to have to move your furniture to allow you to play, because I have 4 sensors and they kind of tell you where you are within the game. Unfortunately for me, I was on the very end and a lot of wind was coming in, so if these sensors move with the fabric from within I was in, I almost got seasick, and I haven't been seasick in a long time because I wasn't in the military, but the game more or less was trying to readjust because the sensors kept on going back and forth and getting hit by the cloth of the enclosure I was in, and so I almost like threw up. But it looked pretty cool. They had ocean blue, which is pretty cool. They actually had something similar to almost like a what I'm trying to think of the game, Portal. They had like kind of a Portal game, which looked pretty cool. The graphics were really cool in my opinion. I know I said cool a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I have any other pictures to show you. I'll probably show you some of the swag I got at CES, but that will be at probably a different video, just because this video is probably going way too long. And this right here is kind of, I'm trying to, wow, this is just a horrible picture. Right there, but this is the EVGA, I think. I won't even talk about it. The picture's so horrible. I apologize about that, guys. But alright, thank you for watching, and as always, comment, subscribe, rate this video, click that like button, and you guys always have a great day. Alright?